update on the Cocoro trade and my current plans with this at the moment. I don't know why I bother making these videos, to be honest, because they don't get much views. I get much more views if I make videos on the larger caps, obviously, because not many people know about this one. It's only a 12 million market cap. There's not that many people that are looking for videos of this, right? So I should probably make some videos about some of the bigger coins as well. But I don't really care because I believe this is a really good opportunity. So I'm mainly focusing on this right now. So this is for the people that actually care. So we see that Cocoro's come down to the lower trend line here. That's connecting all of the bottoms, right? It's wicking below it, okay? And we're currently trading in this range around here. So we had a lot of a trading activity, you know, here, here, and here, okay? So we're kind of trading in that range right now, okay? And I'm waiting to see if we're going to break beneath it for a potential re-entry for half of my position, because I sold half of my position on the way down as basically like a stop loss as it came down here, just to prevent potential further risk, right? Because I was worried about what Bitcoin was going to do, okay? Like Bitcoin's going to tank. We saw what happened when Trump announced his tariffs, and we saw what happened with Bitcoin, and we saw what happened to the altcoins, okay? So there is a risk here, and also Bitcoin's kind of getting quite high, so there is a risk. Obviously, the higher Bitcoin goes, the more of a risk there is of Bitcoin tanking a lot, okay? So, but I believe there's still quite a bit of room left in the tank for Bitcoin to go up in this cycle. I don't think it's over yet. But yeah, so we're under the resistance in this red box here. Obviously, we're trading in this blue range. We'll come down to the trend line. Maybe it's going to break a bit lower. The next area would be around about 8 million because there's trading activity going on down here at the bottom here, here, and here. Okay, so that would be the next range I'll be looking at. A potential re-entry at about 8 million, and then the area beneath that would be about 4 million. Okay, but I don't think it's going to come down to 4 million. That's pretty low. Obviously there's much more holders in this coin right now. Obviously back here there was way less holders, okay, and now there's like over 2,000 holders, so it's probably not going to go down to 4 million, right? Unless Bitcoin absolutely tanks, right? If Bitcoin goes down to 70k or something again, then that's probably not going to be very pretty for the entire market, okay? And Bitcoin's kind of toppy right now, okay? It's holding around the all-time highs, so either it's going to break out to new all-time highs soon, okay, or we're just going to slowly come down. Or if we get a bad catalyst, we get a negative catalyst, then we can come down faster, you know, which we don't want to see, obviously. But it is a real risk that you have to take into mind. You have to take it into consideration. But yeah, this recent pump that we got here from the crash that we had the other day, we got a pump up, okay? This is just people FOMOing back in because the negative news kind of disappeared a little bit, okay? And it's just a bounce that we got. So I don't think this is going to be sustained. I think we're going to sell off a little bit unless we get some positive news, okay? That's going to send us higher. Unless we get that news, then we're probably going to sell off a little bit, maybe come a bit lower. We've got the 200-day moving average down here. We're kind of trading in this downwards trend, okay, in this channel here. So maybe we're going to come beneath this 200-day moving average. I wouldn't be surprised because we've done that down here. We did that back here. So it's definitely possible that we could do that again, okay, before going higher. And I think this is definitely a likely scenario, in my opinion, that we can come down towards this trend line here. This is the bull market trend line since the start of the bull market for Bitcoin. And I think it is very plausible that we can come down to this trend line and then bounce off of it to the new highs into the end of this year, okay, which would work out pretty perfectly with the 4-year cycle. If we get some pullback down to this trend line or towards somewhere near this trend line, and then later on this year, because it normally is in the winter, in the summer things don't really tend to pump as much usually. It's normally in the winter towards the end of the year when the market pumps more. I don't know if people are just focused more on investing and stuff in the winter, and in the summer they don't really focus on that. I don't know, but it's normally towards the end of the year when we see the big pumps, okay? So I'm thinking that is the most likely scenario in my head that could happen. Or it's kind of like a 50-50 right now, to be fair. So there's a 50% chance that this could happen. We have a scenario, we come down here, bounce up towards 150k or somewhere around 120, 150k, something like that towards the end of the year. That's what I think. Or we could just break out and then have a rally earlier because the stock market is currently at all-time high and it looks like it's about to break out and go higher. As we see up here on the yellow line, this is the M2 global liquidity, which is the money supply, and the money supply is going up right now, okay? And obviously when the money supply goes up, a lot of the money supply ends up in investments, okay? So obviously the SPX 500, the stock market, is going to be the first thing that's going to go up, but a lot of this ends up in Bitcoin. So I don't know if Bitcoin will lag behind this a little bit more than the stock market, but yeah, the stock market looks like it's about to break out and go to new all-time highs and continue upwards based on this. So in that case, Bitcoin can break out and continue into an uptrend soon, right? So it's kind of a 50-50. I'm not really sure if it's going to go up based on this, or if we're going to chop downwards towards this trend line and then break out higher towards the end of the year, which would work perfectly with the 4-year cycle. So because I'm looking at this as a 50-50, that's why I sold half of my position in Cocoro as kind of as a stop loss sort of thing, to prevent further losses, just in case Bitcoin's going to go down and this is going to tank further. And obviously we've got whales from back here taking profits in this right now as well, so we don't know exactly when that's going to end, but it does seem to be slowing down now. So it's basically a 50-50. Bitcoin's going to go down, and this is going to go down a bit further, probably towards 8 million market cap range. And then if Bitcoin's going to start bouncing and continuing back upwards again and finding some bullish momentum, then I can re-enter my position. I'll either do that, or if Bitcoin's just going to continue higher and break out to new highs and continue into a further bull run, maybe I'll have to buy this in higher, okay? But it's better to buy them with some confirmation than to just buy and hope, you know, because I'm already in this anyway, so I believe this is going to do well, so I'm already in this, so I'm going to make some gains on it anyway. But for the rest of the bag, I want to see a little bit of confirmation, because I've gone in really heavy to this now, so I need to kind of manage my position strategically. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be managing my position in this. I'm not just going to be holding, hoping for the best. I'm going to be managing my position in this based on what's going on as I'm in so heavy to it. And I just want to be prepared for the next meme season, right? Because I'm thinking when the next meme season hits, like, this is going to be one of the ones that runs, okay? I do strongly believe that. Not financial advice, of course. If I was giving financial advice, I would tell you not to buy meme coins at all, right? But none of this is financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor, obviously. I'm just doing my own personal trades, and I'm just documenting them and giving my opinions and stuff like that. But yeah, in my opinion, when we get the next meme coin season, this is going to get a bunch of exchange listings, and it's going to run hard, right? And the meme season's going to hit fast. It always hits fast, and the meme season always comes out of absolutely nowhere, right? So you kind of need to be positioned before it happens. Because if you try and position yourself in these coins afterwards, you know, like a lot of other coins, they do a 10x over a period of months or something. But meme coins don't do that. They just explode in like at one day, right? So you're going to miss them. So you kind of just need to be positioned in the meme coins, because they move super effing fast when they do move, right? So yeah, that's my current plan with this. HTX Global has just posted another video featuring Cocoro, which they keep on posting these. So you got all these dogs dancing with sunglasses and stuff on, which is, these videos are super weird. They're funny. So we've got a few dogs featuring in this one. But yeah, you saw Cocoro a second ago. Back here. So yeah, they keep on posting these, right? That's it for this video. Drop a like for good luck. Subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in the next one.